Whoa! 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 What the hell? What the fuck? What? Yo! What the hell is happening? Oh my god! I'm gonna get backpan. What? There's like a purple blob around me. Hello, friends. So we're back in the aisle. I've got some stuff to talk to you about. I've got some stuff to show you as well, and I've got some concepts to show you. Revolving around the Hypo Rex and how we feel it may or should look in the upcoming, well, not even in the Recode, but like in the future of the aisle in general. Like, this is past the Recode, I'm assuming. Can I jump down here without breaking my leg? Can I do it? I'm not an admin abuser. I swear. I didn't just fix my leg. I did find some nests down here, though. What are you guys doing? The footprint on this one. So that's pretty recent then. Yeah, someone walked down that recently, so there is someone here. And there's a nest right here with two eggs. What's happening to me? Stop. That was weird. But yeah, there's a nest over there with 2 eggs, so I should be careful just in case someone doesn't want me around the babies. I just want to take a second too and thank you guys for the overwhelming support. I'm sure you guys are aware of what's been happening on Twitter lately and just in general with the game Day of Dragons. More or less TLDR. Oh, hi. You have babies in here? You do have babies in here. You don't see anything up above him saying hi, okay? Just for the record. But no, seriously, guys, I really appreciate the support you guys have been showing me. And my dog, actually. Me and Jaeger are safe. We actually took the day off yesterday and drove back home to be with family for a little while and just hang out and, you know, do our own thing, basically. It's different being on this end of like the drama and stuff, and like you guys know I'm not trying to be malicious or anything like that, and obviously I don't want witch hunting or anything like that too, but it's far beyond that. You know, drama exists, and that's just kind of the internet. In a week this will all blow over and like it'll be fine, and then like in a month, who knows, we might be back on Day of Dragons and they might have gotten their stuff in gear, you know, with like another programmer, which they should hire, and everything else there. You know, death threats are no joke. They should never be a joke. You should never try to use them as a joke or even the punchline to a joke. Like, it's messed up in general. And like some of the heinous things that were sent to me over me trying to support, like I went against everyone. I wanted this game to happen, and I wanted it to happen for the people that wanted to see a dragon game. Like the fact that what happened after I said, hey, I can't support this game right now. Maybe I'll revisit it in the future, but for now, I can't continue pushing up current when everything else is working against me. And then what happened, and the threats and the death threats and just all the nasty stuff that happened after that, it's crazy. Like it was like a cult. I feel like the Church of Scientology just lost me. But yeah, guys, let's move into the new update stuff now, and then we'll touch back with our little family here that I'm apparently being adopted into, or maybe I'm adopting these kids, and we'll move from there. So this is more of the movement system with the Utahraptor, and obviously the developer of the Isle, Dondi, is playing. I don't know if he's going to cut me off any second now, so I'm going to shut up and let you guys check it out, but I love how it slides. Like, I know you guys have already seen it, but it's so cool. Oh, and its poly's just gonna be wicked.
I love the fucking skidding stop. Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah, Tokyo drifting to Utah. Pretty much.
The music's really creepy when it's edited for copyright. All right, that's enough of the animation and stuff. It is really cool, and that skidding is gonna be so, like, can you imagine doing that at the edge of a cliff and just barely saving yourself? Like, that'd be so intense. So what I'm gonna show you now are some clips that I actually missed or forgot in my last video, basically about the Recode and all the other fancy stuff. Now, this in particular is about the Tisso strain, and I'm not going to comment any more on that.
Can you offer any kind of statement regarding tissoplastic strains, even if it's just confirmation on whether or not they're still going to be a thing later on in development?
Fosdor would hate me if I didn't make them, if I recall.
So I kind of feel like they really danced around that question. Don, what's going on with the Tisso? Like, as you guys know, the Tisso is probably, it is my favorite strain that was announced for the game. Beyond that, I don't know if anything's happening with it. I remember at one point in time, they were going to completely scrap the Tisso, and then they moved in like, yeah, you know, we could probably do it. I think it'd be kind of cool. Oh man, I don't know what I can say and what I can't say about this. All I'm saying is I hope we see the Tisso at some point, because hype. Now, this clip is actually about the idea of elder dinosaurs.
Elder animals, will that be a possibility for the future?
Sorry, elder animals.
All right, hold on.
Battle
Let
scar,
me
that kind of
let me tell you exactly what I was told about elder animals. Okay, number one, it can't be done. But since they don't work here anymore, as Brian told me, it's just another step in the targets, so we can add them whenever we want. I'm not saying I want them anymore. I'm not saying they'll be added. I'm just saying it could be, and one day I'm eventually not gonna care about anything. So, I mean...
So, one day he's just not going to care about anything and just be like, yep, put that in, put that in. What's that? Okay, put that in. I am entirely for the idea of elder animals. This is where I introduce you to Emily Stepp. In the past, they made a lot of ideas and concepts for the Isle. Now, they weren't an Isle developer, but they made a lot of stuff about elder dinosaurs and what they would look like. Even hypo variants of these creatures as well. So, if you'd want an idea, I feel, of what an elder might look like, I feel like Emily is a really good step, no pun intended, in the correct direction of finding out what an elder might look like or inspiration behind an elder dinosaur. Now, this caught me off guard a little bit, and I'm going to let Dawn tell you more about the smallest playable dinosaur.
I guess technically from the playable list that she's gave me is Dryosaurus. There are 4 animals smaller than it. 2 of them I really want playable.
I assume Taco is one of them?
Actually, no. There is one smaller than Dryosaurus that it actually will be playable.
Taco! It's the Taco! Probably. I don't know. Yes, Dawn. That's right.
It's the latest one if you want to look hypno and animation concepts. I don't think I'm going to show them, but that's
Sure.
a creepy looking motherfucker.
We'll go right over there and check that out right now. Just kidding, because I don't have the concepts, and if he's not willing to show it publicly, then I can't show you publicly. Not that I have anything to do with the smallest creature, you know. What would be a small dinosaur that would really creep Dawn out, though? Like, the guy's helping design strain dinosaurs, just like the Hypo Gigajaw and stuff. What kind of small creature would really creep him out? I wonder if it's one of the new ones, because they announced 14 new dinosaurs. What's the biggest change in the Recode?
Right. Which aspect of the game has been / will be reworked the most with the Recode? All of it.
That's about to say all of it?
Recode. That's what
Yeah.
it means.
Alright.
There's your answer on that. All of it. Next up, we have swimming and diving and what they have to say about dinosaurs being able to do that.
So this is a decent one. Will dinosaurs be able to swim underwater? Or will that be limited to the semi-aquatics? It's something where that is indicative to certain dinosaurs. Most dinosaurs will only be able to swim across the surface because they're not meant to dive or do any of that shit.
So then that was pretty straightforward. Some dinosaurs aren't meant to be able to dive. Some are meant to be able to dive, and not all of them will be able to go underwater. I mean, understandably, you know? So that's pretty straightforward as far as that stuff goes. Obviously, Deinosuchus and stuff would be able to. I can't imagine any curveballs like, oh, the T-Rex can dive because it's a dolphin, you know? But, yeah. So, I know this is a fairly old image, and we didn't really take much time to look at this. Actually, I didn't take any time to look at it, and I know almost all of you, if not all of you, have seen this. They actually released this image on the 4th year anniversary of making the Isle, I believe, and it's pretty interesting to see where the game has come. Now, I do know that a lot of people have already done some in-depth analysis of this photo. There is one thing that kind of stood out to me that I don't really agree with, and it's actually something that I originally found. Well, I shouldn't say that because so many people saw this image. I'm sure people saw it too, just didn't mention it. But anyways, I want to go over some things with you real quick on it. It's not going to take too long because again, it's an older image now at this point. It's about a month old or so. But we have the new Stego right here, looking all beautiful, and he's obviously about to tussle with presumably a raptor or some kind of creature. Beyond that, you can see, scroll over, down right here, there's another Stego in the background. Now, this is probably the new Stego too. I don't think it's the old one, because why would they use the old one? We can see the new environment as well, with all the vines hanging down from the trees, and everything looks incredibly good, in my opinion. And up in the sky, if you're keen, you will see there is a Pteranodon flying around up there. The new Pteranodon, I assume, or the Quetz, whatever you want to call it anyways. I know they're two different creatures, but, you know, some people keep on going back and forth. So, you know, looking around further in this image, you can see even more vegetation. You can see some of the new trees and all of the new artwork they've been working on for the environmental stuff. Now, one thing that people picked up on in the distance over here is this figure right here, and this is really far off in the distance, so like the scaling and stuff of a human would probably be around that size. Now, people, and myself included, felt that this might be something either hanging from a tree like a human or a cannibal. I think it's just lighting. That's what I feel. But here's the thing about it as well. It's really odd lighting for such a dark area of the map. Now, I know Don has been reworking the lighting and all of the stuff to do with it, which is why this looks good right now. It looks great, the lighting. And I mean, I know Don is huge on working on lighting and making environmental lighting really, really good. And then I myself saw this down here and thought it was odd, but I genuinely think that this might literally just be like a tiny ray of light that made it through like some leaves, because they've done some really fancy good trickery with their lighting system. But some people are dead set that this is a human figure, and it looks just like a human figure. Like the head would be right here, the torso right here, and then the leg down right here. But again, I typically think this is just a lighting effect, especially when you zoom it out a little bit and you zoom back in. To me, it looks like it's just a lighting effect. It follows the curve of the tree somewhat, but you guys come to your own conclusion. I don't know if they hid any other Easter eggs in this, if that is an Easter egg or any, big secret things, I really scanned through this image and like I didn't really see anything that would be indicative of a new creature or like a redesigned Hypo or anything, so we're gonna have to wait and see. You guys let me know what you think down below in the comment section. If you saw anything at all that stood out in this image, well, let me know, because 2 heads are better than 1, so I'm sure at least 30,000 heads are gonna be the best, or 40,000 or 50. I don't know how many of you watch these videos anymore. I don't look. So I want to make a note with you guys real quick before we jump into this stuff. While this is not official stuff from the developers of the Isle or their conceptual artwork team, this is work that I brought up with Dondi around, I think, last week while I was in a call with them talking about Isle-related things. So he's aware of these, just so you know. And I am also aware that they are completely redesigning the Type H strain of the Hypo variants of dinosaurs. So he is aware of these. I will confirm, though, that in the call, he didn't really talk about them too much. I kind of just passed them off and said, hey, these were really cool. Val actually told me about these, and they came from Tyrant King 9191 on Discord. To my knowledge, Tyrant King is actually the creator of all of the concepts I'm about to show you. This being one of them right here. Now let's move into the actual main image right here of the Hypo Rex. God, this one isn't my favorite idea of the concept, because there's another one that they made that is amazing. And actually, this is a more updated version. This is the old version of what they had created. Now, as you guys know, they want to redesign the Hypos, or the Type H creatures in the game. And obviously, given the new talent they've brought in compared to the old talent that they had, and people getting more experience and knowing how to do things better and make things that are more extravagant, you would expect that they would want these staple creatures, the cover art of some of the images out in the Isle and out in the world right now, to be updated and even more fierce and incredible looking. Now, I feel these images are a massive update to what we currently have as the Hypos. This one, to me, is more reminiscent of the current Hypo that we have in the game, except the face and the facial features are far more pronounced. It looks more like a mutated creature than anything else. And then, well, obviously you get this guy right here with even more spikes and all kinds of fanciness that just makes him look really nasty. The face alone is incredibly detailed. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are able to get your hands on this and you can color it, and I don't even know if Tyrant King would be okay with that, because obviously this is their artwork and this is what they've been working and conceptualizing as a fan of the game for some time now. I want to know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I think they really nailed it with this one, but there is one that they... Now, this has been kicking around for a long time. And to my understanding, this is another concept of what the Hypo Rex should look like in the opinion of some people. Obviously, you can tell the major differences are a wider face. The teeth look a lot more menacing. Its face just in general looks a little bit more chubby. And by that, I mean, it looks like it's a sumo wrestler version of a Type H, but at the same time, it's also an incredible art piece. Just so you know, this is also one that I actually passed off to Don during that call. But again, me giving something to Don doesn't mean it's going to happen. I need to make sure you guys know that. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. I think all of us would like it to happen, to be honest with you. But I'm kind of curious to hear feedback from you guys. And the reason why I want to show you guys these is just simply because if we get enough feedback, well, then the devs might actually look to Tyrant King and say, hey, maybe you can work with our artist, Tapwing, right here, who makes basically all of the concept stuff for the Isle, and we can make this thing come to life. Now, you guys know Tapwing. Tapwing is an incredibly talented individual, and they officially work on the Isle. They started out just like Tyrant King did, where they were just making fan art, and they were just doing all kinds of fancy stuff, and Don took notice, and he was like, yeah, you should come work for us, because you make some really good stuff. Obviously, this is one of my favorites. I think I used this as a thumbnail once, and it was one of my favorite, if not my favorite thumbnail I had ever used. Next to the Emperor Leviathan, obviously, but I mean, they made concepts for the Type H Quets and the Neuro and then the failed Neuro experiments, and they just did so much stuff. Tapwing is actually the creator of the Nicta you see today. They had, I had a thing with Emily Stepp and Tapwing at the same time, and they had to do... That sounds so wrong. Wow. So I was in contact with Emily Stepp and Tapwing at the same time, and I was speaking with them about the Nicta, and Emily made the original concepts for the Nicta that I wanted to use, and then we had a community vote, and we basically combined the two creatures into one to make it a little bit more accurate anatomically and also a little bit more ferocious physically looking. So that was basically that. God, I really messed up that sentence. Obviously, the concepts I had shown you so far are of the Hypo Rex. This is of the Carno. Now, I'm not saying the Hypo Carno needs any redesign work or anything like that in the slightest. I think the Hypo Carno right now looks beautiful. I like how this one looks a little bit more, but you can only get so far with spikes before you just have a pincushion, you know? Like, it's not... I don't know. I like the horns on this one a little bit more. I like the just general design with the giant tail, and everything's just a little bit more bulky with this guy. I don't know what's the deal with this. This might be a Serato or something, but I'm not concerned about creatures that aren't confirmed as Hypos right now. But this is also something that I wanted to show you guys because, well, feedback is always good. I know the Isle devs read the comment section of my videos, and I know that they take some inspiration, a little bit at least, from the comment section, and what they see is feedback for gameplay mechanics. And just so you guys know as well, this one doesn't come from Tyrant King. This comes from Cato, whatever? Yeah, that. Can't say your name, bud, but it looks really cool. So here's the Deviant Art if you guys want to go check out their stuff as well. Oh god, my family's growing. Where did these guys all come from? Are these all the babies that were here? But yeah, that's all I have really for you right now on the Recode, the ideas for Hypo creatures, and the concepts, obviously, and then, well, the drama that's been happening with me. But I'm not really worried about the drama. I'm really not. Like, it happens. It's just one of those things. But guys, I'm gonna mess around with Utah for a little bit because I haven't played the Isle in a while, and I want to play the Isle for a little while. So I'm gonna do that. Apparently, there's something outside the gate that's nasty that they didn't want to mess with. Maybe I should get ready to run. It's getting a little bit bright out, but I'm gonna leave my night vision on just for a little bit longer. What's going on? in the chat. Anthomnia. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me, all right. One of the babies could go, so we're not risking our fully grown raptors. Oh, this little guy's brave. Look at them. No. Okay, guys, I was kidding. Is there anything out there? Oh, they four-called. Run, little guys, run. Oh, come on, turn. There you go. You got in. What's out there? It's on the right, waiting for an adult. Yo, can I, as a Utah, I think I can run underneath the pipe straight there. If I can do that, I don't think I need to crouch. Do I need to crouch? I'm trying to remember. I think I can just run right underneath them. Oh, I can't run underneath them. Oh, there he goes. Get out of here, punk. You can't keep up with me. That's right, punk. That's right. You can't keep up with me. Yeah, I even messed up my escape. Like, how did he... Ugh, he's a big one. He's a bigums. Oh, he's trying to crawl around now. I see what you're trying to do. I see you. Get out of here with that. Oh, run! Oh, no! Oh, my God! How did... Why? Oh, my God! Oh, my God, no! Ah, you were being aware of your surroundings. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. Game teleported me down. Why am I moving so slow? That doesn't make sense. The game just like, nope, you can't stay up there. Teleporting you down. I don't think the Alberto can get inside here, though. He might be... Actually, I think this catwalk is just big enough for him. Not to mention the stairs on both sides. Better sit down. That was weird. I've never had that happen before where it just, like, teleports me down to the ground. Like, I just plummeted. Whoa! 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 What the hell's... What? The actual shit is happening to my game. What? Uh-oh. That can't be good. Is my GPU dying? I think this is literally my graphics card. What the fuck? What? Dude! I literally... So, I've been having issues with my graphics drivers. Yo, this is showing up on OBS! That is so weird. Look at this! So, I've been having issues with my 2080 Ti and graphics drivers. Yo! What the hell is happening? Oh my god! I'm gonna get backpan. What? There's like a purple blob around me! What? What just happened? Yo! Is that my graphics card or is that something else? What just... Yo, is that a bug in this area? What just happened to me? Hang on, because I was like up... Whoa, you guys all came up here. I was like right here, and it just started turning purple. What the hell? It was like a purple blob that followed me. Dude, that was so weird. I got followed by a purple blob. I can't replicate it. I've never had that happen in the Isle. I don't think that's an issue with your game. I actually think that was something that just happened with my computer. I mean, obviously I didn't edit that. Well, I guess it's possible too, but I don't have the editing skill to literally bring something into the game world and make it look legit. It's possible and it's totally doable. But I don't have, like, you have to use After Effects, obviously, but I don't have that kind of skill to do that. I'm gonna end the video now before my computer dies. So I'm actually really worried. I might take it to a computer shop now because that sketched me out. Guys, leave a like if you did enjoy today's video. If you have any idea what just happened to my computer, let me know. I'm not kidding. Like, that was messed up. But yeah, guys, I will see you in the next one.